Hey guys, so I just got back from seeing the Minions movie, The Rise of Gru. Yeah. As you can probably tell what my thought about that is, but I want to ask a question before I get into my actual review. What, in your opinion, I'll ask, anybody can give me your answer in the comments or. Holy shit, I apologize if it's somebody's fucking stereo is going fucking out. But, anyways, what is the more overrated, overhyped, oversaturated thing? Is it Frozen, the Frozen franchise, or is it the Minions? I can't fucking tell because they're two and they're both the same in that they are fucking annoying. They need to go away, and I'm fucking tired of them. Like they're overrated, they're overhyped, they're will not go any. They won't fucking go anywhere. They're not funny. They're not good anymore. They're like the charm of them have fucking is long gone on both Frozen and Minions. I would say honestly, what the fuck? I apologize. Damn. Minions, Minions, I would honestly say is probably worse. Is at least Frozen has some fucking redeeming values, and it's kind of funny because when I talk about these both those franchises, Frozen and Minions, and especially Illumination Studios, Animation Studios, I have praised. I have. You can probably find reviews for back in the day. I reviewed Frozen, and I reviewed Minions, and I reviewed Despicable Me 2, and I reviewed all these fucking Illumination movies. But after a while, it's like, what's the fucking deal of these? Why are these still fucking popping out? They're not that good. You start to realize these are not that fucking good. And of course, going into this, was not looking forward to this because it's Minions. It's fucking Minions. I'm tired of fucking Minions. They're not funny anymore. They lost their charm. They were pretty fun little side characters in Despicable Me, but over fucking time, they have taken over everything, and I'm fucking tired of it. And there's been great videos about it. And so, of course, oh yeah, let's make another fucking Minions movie. Because the first one did so fucking well. As we're fucking, we'll take our kids to go see any fucking thing. And God damn it, I hated it. I really did not like this movie. As you can probably fucking tell, I did not like this fucking movie. Did not like it at all. I can tell you exactly a lot of the same things that I do not like about Illumination Studios movies and Minions in general nowadays. Is pretty much every complaint that you've ever heard I can make about this fucking movie too. They're one note joke shtick. The Minions are. They talk gibberish. They love bananas. They sing gibberish, and that's the joke. That's all the joke is. They sing and speak gibberish. That's it. And they're like, that's it. And they're idiots. And now some people say, oh well, Looney Tunes and stuff like that. You know what? Fucking don't ever compare that shit to Looney Tunes. I'm sure somebody will make it comparisons. Oh, what about Tom and Jerry? Or you can't make a full length feature film with just characters that speak fucking gibberish. Now, of course, this time they did have the sense to go, okay, let's have Gru in it. That made it a little bit better. And it's not the Minions 24/7, but they're pretty much a majority of this fucking movie. And it's annoying. It's fucking obnoxious now. It's get off my fucking screen heat I have with this fucking with these things. And it doesn't help that honestly they're also run by one of the laziest fucking animation studios I've seen mainstream. Let me clarify. Mainstream animation studios I have ever seen in Illumination. Seriously, I'm convinced after watching this movie. I swear to God, they are copying and pasting character models from different movies and putting them in different movies, the same character models in different movies, and hoping that nobody fucking notices. As they all look the fucking same. They do. The only thing that maybe was different was fucking Sing, but that's about it because they had animals and and even The Secret Life of Pets had humans in them, and they all look the fucking same. It's the laziest fucking character animations I've seen ever, and that isn't like a cheaply done like Video Brancato. I know of them. Like I said, Illumination is mainstream, laziest mainstream animation studio I've ever seen. They're not the laziest of all time, but they're the laziest in mainstream. This movie, it's not funny. There are parts I've maybe chuckled at once here and there, and I think I was just trying to find something to fucking find funny because I was trying to. I went in with an open mind. I promise I did, but from the get-go, I was like, yep, this is every fucking thing I hate about the Minions. It's their stick gets old really fucking quick. You can't make a feature-length movie about them. Yeah, this movie, one nice thing is this movie is an hour and 20 minutes. It wastes a lot of fucking voice talent, fucking Jean-Claude Van Damme's in this movie, just for a joke that he's, Claude Van Damme or something like that. He has crab claws. I don't fucking know. What the fuck was the point of that? Taraji B. Henson is in this fucking movie. Michelle Yeoh, who's had one of the best years out of anybody with that fucking awesome movie, Everything Everywhere All at Once. Go see that instead of this shit. I'll probably not take your kids. Fuck it, take your kids. I don't care. Yeah, you got all this, and it's just a waste of fucking time. This movie was a waste of time. It's not the worst movie I've seen this year. It isn't. It's just a waste of goddamn time. And like I said, the nice thing I can say is, at least it was an hour and 20 minutes. That's a nice thing. I was falling asleep towards the end of it. I could not, I just did not care one bit. Yeah, and if somebody says, I'm tired of hearing this, okay, there's a couple rants I want to get about too before I forget. I do not understand the outrage of people in this country anymore. I just don't. Why is it okay? Why is it that everybody's freaking out over lesbian couples or gay couples in a kids show? Buzz Lightyear movie had a 2-second scene of a lesbian couple kissing, and people freak the fuck out. Parents are like, I want to shield my kids away from the gays. I want to shield them away. But it's okay. It's okay to have minion ass, Gru ass, bear ass in every fucking movie they're in. There's bear ass Gru's bear ass who's 10 years old. Why is that fucking necessary? Why was that necessary? I know it's animated, but it's 10 years old! He's 10 years, that's child pornography! And people don't bitch about that! I've never heard one fucking person bitch about that, but that's okay. This is not the first time. I remember, Hotel Transylvania came out a couple years ago, and I remember the trailer came out, the new one. I didn't see the new one, but I remember the trailer came out, and the image that was on YouTube for that trailer was the Visible Man, when he became visible, was naked, and all you saw was his bare ass, and people pointing and screaming at his schlong, What the fuck? I mean, that's how you promote your fucking movies. I've seen posters of minion ass on it. Again, this is okay. Why are we bitching about that? Or about gays being in fucking kids' movies, but we're allowed this shit there? Fuck you. People that bitch about gays being in kids' movies don't bitch about this. You go fuck yourself. How about that? That's just something I thought about while I was watching this. When you're just not liking a movie, you think about this shit. And then I don't want to hear an excuse, oh, well, it's a kid's movie. It's not supposed to be for adults. You're not supposed to like it. Listen, I fucking tired of this excuse. I am so goddamn tired of this excuse. It's the only excuse anybody makes that anybody when they make a shitty fucking movie. When they've seen a shitty movie, they know it's a shitty movie, but they go, it's not for me. It's for kids. Dude, there are so many good kids movies out there. They're not like this shit. But fuck, dude, like, and it's okay. If it's not for kids, that's my argument. If it's not for fucking, if it's not for us and it's just for kids, oh, I'm sure those kids really love those 70s references, those Jaws references that were put in there, plastered in there, because it's the 70s and all that 70s music. I'm sure they love that. I'm sure they were really loving that. They were really getting into those, like, 70s references all over. Like I said, there's a whole scene where they go see Jaws. Yeah, that's for kids. I'm sure they love that. Fuck off, man. Like, fuck off with this excuse that, oh, it's just for kids. I'm tired of that excuse. That's just, let's studios make more lazy shit. I'm tired of Illumination Studios. I really am, man. Like, people freaking out about Mario. I know Mario, they're doing a Mario movie. Everybody's worried about, like, oh, Chris Pratt's Mario. I'm like, I'm more worried about Illumination making another shitty, overrated piece of shit and sticking the Mario name on it. That's what I'm worried about. I'm not worried about Chris Pratt being fucking Mario and whatever. I'm annoyed. That's probably the first time, man. This is the first time in a while I've had a good fucking rant about a movie. I really did not like this movie. And the funny part about it is, this movie ain't gonna be my worst, even close, probably my worst list of the year. None. I guarantee it. It just was a waste of my goddamn time. And because of that, it made me a little bit annoyed. It really just felt like a waste of time. That's all this movie was. It was a waste of time. And whatever. I don't know what else to say about it. Fucking don't see it. I hated this movie. Is there anything else to talk about this? I don't think so. That's enough of me bitching about this movie. So that's Minions Rise of Gru. Don't go see it if you haven't figured that out by now. I know a lot of people hate when I cuss all the time, but again, don't have your kids watch this. If you don't want, if you're offended by my cussing, I'm sorry. Don't have your kids watching it. I know my niece wants to watch it. That's a whole nother story. Also, you know what the funny part about this movie is? I laugh more at the trailers than I did this fucking movie. I laugh more at Puss in Boots, the new Puss in Boots movie. That looks funny. That actually has my interest. I love the idea that he's on his last life and he's trying to. I laugh more at that. I laugh more at that ridiculous fucking trailer for a movie called Lyle Lyle Crocodile. What? It's about a singing, talking crocodile that lives. These people move into this apartment and they just find a live singing, talking crocodile, and he's owned by Javier Bardem. What the fuck? And apparently it's based off some kid's book. I'm like, why? Whatever. And the only thing I laughed at was fucking, instead of saying coming soon, it says coming after a while, crocodile. Coming after a while, crocodile. Yeah, that's what it said. Whatever. And then, yeah, whatever. Fucking, I'd rather talk about those movies, those trailers, than talk about this movie anymore. Alright. That's as far as I'm done ranting. I don't want to rant anymore. What's next? I'm going to go either today or the next couple days watch Mr. Malcolm's List. Hopefully this is a lot better. That's a lot better than this shit. Hopefully. Until then, I'll talk to you guys later.